If you're walking around with someone that speaks Mandarin or Cantonese, and they're your sort of little translator. It's the culture over there is a little bit different to what we have here. Ordering too many products, competing against Amazon, and when I say that, I mean Amazon have got their own brand. That's all, and I say don't just try and copy Amazon's brand. That's what I mean by don't compete with Amazon. They spend too much money when they have the least amount of knowledge or skill. They overestimate what they can achieve in the short term. That's probably a big thing. A lot of people want to build a business in 30 days, where it does take a little bit longer to build businesses on Amazon. So they're usually the biggest things that sort of come up quite a bit. But ordering too many products is all right. There is a lot of people subscribe to looking for the perfect product, and this is something I say a lot as well. There's no such thing as a perfect product. There's a product that makes money, there's a product that doesn't, right? So be satisfied. This is what I say, find your good enough product, and that's kind of where we should all sort of not settle, but just sort of refocus on not trying to find this perfect unicorn product that's making 20 grand a month, because it's much easier finding products that are making 3 grand, 4 grand, and finding a few of those. It's much easier doing that as opposed to finding the perfect product. There are some people that do focus on a product. They must spend 6 to 12 months. They do packaging, they do branding, right? They spend a lot of time on branding and packaging, and I will actually show you a few examples of that. But it's in terms of speed, it's much easier just getting products up then tweaking it later on. So tweaking the formula, getting products up, getting a knife sharpener up, and then making some sales and going, great, we can now sell this knife sharpener. Let's now work on the knife sharpener. Maybe I will put my brand here. Maybe I will focus on a better packaging. Maybe I will include a thank you card with instructions and a video, right? It's much better doing that than trying to invent a knife sharpener and spend 6 to 12 months in doing lab tests and molding and all this other stuff you really don't need to do. It's much easier just getting something up like that. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Yeah. Awesome. So it's much easier just finding a good enough product, something that sells, something that makes money. And I mean, these things, how to analyze products and potential, what are the best products for beginners? I mean, this is sort of something I sort of focused on a little bit here. You really want the simple stuff, the pets, the kitchen, the fitness, the stuff that we generally say, the shoebox sort of size things, and I'll give you a bit of an example here actually. But you don't really want to be doing anything technical for your first product. Really stay away from anything battery operated or electrical, right? You want to avoid those like the plague for your first product. Step number 3, I think we're going into a little bit more detail here, finding good products and reliable and the best suppliers. So how to negotiate with suppliers, I will cover that later on today, as well as other countries as well. It doesn't need to be China. It could be any country. It could be India. You could jump on, we've got a client that's selling from Vietnam. Like I was in Vietnam about 7-8 months ago, and I saw a few suppliers there, right? Vietnam, the average hourly wage is $3 an hour, $3 an hour. So if you're getting somebody to put stuff together for you, right? Vietnam is great to assemble products. Now, China is great for factory-run stuff, production line stuff, right? If you're doing computers or you're doing cars or chairs, all that stuff is production line, right? So you've got people doing it, and it's machinery doing it, right? So they've got $1 million machinery that Vietnam can't afford or India can't afford. But what India and Vietnam have got, they've got a lot of people there that are willing to work. They've got obviously lower hourly rates and things like that as well. But if something is just textile or something that requires sewing or putting together, something that's really simple, Vietnam or India or Bangladesh will probably be easier to work with and cheaper for sure. You'll make more profit by getting your products from there.